keep our whales both active and engaged. SeaWorld's killer whales have inspired generations to care about our natural world, and we are excited to share their stories with you today.
Killer whales are the ocean's top predator. They use cooperation and communication, not just size and strength, to take their place at the top of the ocean's food web. At the bottom are small animals, like krill. At the top, the apex predator, the killer whale. Killer whales are as big as a bus, faster than an Olympic swimmer, high flying and powerful.
We're going to see all of that today and more. These and other behaviors provide an environment full of enrichment.
We spend days, weeks, months, and years building relationships with our whales. This creates trust, and that allows us to do some amazing things. For example, when you visit the doctor, you present your arm to draw blood, or step on the scale to see how much you weigh. It's much the same with our whales.
Throughout today's presentation, you'll see the killer whales moving together in unison. These synchronized behaviors allow them to strengthen their social bonds and problem solve as a group. This is just another reason why they are known as the ocean's top predator. Their scientific name is Orca. Their common name is killer whale. Our 5 whales all have their own individual names. Our 3 females, Takara, Sakari, and Kamea. And joining us out front today are our 2 males, Kyuquot and Tuar. Kamea is our youngest whale at just 9 years old. Takara is our oldest whale at 31 years old. Takara is also the matriarch of our 5, which means she's the leader. These whales trust us, and they take an active role in their own health and well-being. Through the use of positive reinforcement training techniques, we teach them husbandry or healthcare behaviors. Joining us today at the slideouts are trainers Kari and Amy to demonstrate some of these behaviors for all of you.
Hey everybody, I'm over here hanging out with 23-year-old Tuar. Now one of the very first behaviors that we teach the whale is a behavior called the fluke present, which is what Tuar is demonstrating right now. Now from this fluke present, we can see the entire underside of Tuar's body. We also have access to the easy to see shallow veins that are right here on this white underside. Now once a month, our veterinarians will come and take a blood sample from these tail flukes as a part of their monthly physical. Now as you can see, Tuar is very calm during this. Killer whales have very sensitive skin, so throughout today's presentation, you may see us giving them tail rubs just like we're doing right here, or we'll give them rubs on their pectoral femurs or their backs, and that's because that's one of the ways that we can build relationships with them.
That's right, Amy. Hey everyone, I'm over here on the opposite side of the pool, hanging out with Kyuquot, who is 31 years old. Now collecting blood is just one of the ways we ensure the health of the killer whales. Another important tool we have is being able to collect animal waste. And it looks a little something like this. Now in our adjacent back pool, we have a killer whale size scale. And once a week, we'll ask them to slide their bodies out of the water onto it, just like Kyuquot's demonstrating right here. You'll notice in the slide out position that a portion of his body, from his dorsal fin on his back down to his tail flukes, is partially in the water. This area back here is called the peduncle, and it contains some very large and powerful muscles, easily weighing hundreds of pounds. So to get an accurate weight, we ask them to lift their tail out of the water. And that's how we know that as of this past Tuesday morning, Kyuquot's weighing in 9,650 pounds. It's important that we weigh all of the whales on a regular basis to ensure that the younger whales are growing properly and that the adult whales like Kyuquot here are maintaining a healthy weight. All of these husbandry behaviors help us to ensure that the killer whales are healthy and thriving.
And the care isn't just physical. Mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and engage with our whales at every opportunity. Play is how killer whales teach their young to hunt. And for the adults, play is important too. It seems that they just enjoy having fun. Making time for play is an important part of life for killer whales, and for us.
Hey guys, we're back down here at the glass with my new friend Alistair, who is celebrating her 9th birthday today. Let's give her a round of applause. Happy birthday, Alistair. Well, let's start around and talk a little bit about how killer whales learn. Now, when killer whales are younger, they learn through observation and mimicry from their moms or other members of the pod. So sometimes we like to play a fun game to follow the leader with the whales, and they pay close attention to us. So Tuar and you are going to play that right now, okay? All right, he's going to watch you as you stomp your... Go ahead. Look at that! Very nice, Alistair. Now Tuar is paying very close attention to you. Now another way that killer whales observe in their environment and learn is through watching everything that goes on around them. Sometimes you'll see them spy hopping, like Tuar and Kyuquot did just a minute ago, and then sometimes they'll jump completely out of the water so they can see their surroundings. Tuar is going to demonstrate a behavior called a sighting bow, and you're going to ask him for that. So take your hand out and across your body. Go ahead. Perfect, Alistair. Way to go. All right, we're going to watch as he dives down to the bottom of this 40-foot pool and jumps up right in the middle. Check it out.
Whoa, that was a super cool jump, Tuar. I am down here at the glass now with Kyuquot, and I have a new friend, Steven, who's going to be helping me talk about how killer whales communicate. So, Steven, killer whales communicate in a variety of ways. One of these ways is by producing vocalizations. So, all of the vocalizations they make come out of their blowhole on top of their head. And I'm going to have you show Kyuquot that first hand signal so we can have him demonstrate. Go for it. Nicely done. So like I said, that is just one of the ways they communicate. Another way is actually by tapping different body parts on the surface of the water, because sound travels a lot faster through water than through air. 4.5 times faster, actually, to be precise. They also can do things like reach up and out of the water for that same reason. So we're going to ask Kyuquot to demonstrate, all right? So you remember that second hand signal, Steven? We're going to take 2 fists, and when I tell you to go, you're going to do that hand signal. Ready? 1, 2, 3, stack them, and shoot down. Yep. Nicely done. So because sound waves travel 4.5 times faster through water, the sounds that these behaviors make, these breach behaviors, they can be heard for miles and miles around. Check it out. Awesome job, Kyuquot. Steven, go ahead and turn around for me. Ladies and gentlemen, let's thank our audience participants today.
As you can see, killer whales can communicate by leaping out of the water and making a huge splash. SeaWorld's research and observation of killer whales in our care has shed light on many mysteries of these amazing animals. For example, we now know that the gestation period for a pregnant killer whale is 17 months. That's information that's impossible to obtain in the wild. However, some information can only be gained through field observation. That's why SeaWorld partners with organizations like the Norwegian Orca survey to further our knowledge. Killer whales are remarkable, powerful animals, and perhaps the best expression of that power is when they hunt.
Killer whales stand apart. They have no natural predators, and just about any other ocean animal could be their dinner. Depending on where they live and their chosen prey, they've developed some epic hunting techniques. Off the coast of South America, killer whales will beach themselves, riding in on waves just long enough to catch prey. They'll also create waves that knock animals like penguins or seals from ice cliffs. Most importantly, they cooperate, communicate, and coordinate as a team. Here's footage of killer whales corralling a school of herring. A whale dips in and feeds, while the other whales keep the fish together with swipes of their tail fins.
In the ocean, killer whales create waves to hunt. They use fluke slams to stun their prey, and they can even beach themselves up and out of the water. For our whales, it's a fun demonstration, but for you, it's the thrill of the hunt. day. Depending on where they live and the time of the year, their prey can vary. Unfortunately, things like overfishing and pollution pose a serious threat to many populations of killer whales.
Killer whales are impressive animals, and it's pretty obvious why they're the top predator in the ocean. That means killer whales are invincible, right?
Killer whales depend on a plentiful food source and a clean environment. They're completely dominant, yet completely dependent.
When it comes down to it, killer whales are not the most powerful animal in the ocean.
Their future depends on you.
Through your actions.
Through the choices we all make.
We hold the future of killer whales and the oceans in our hands.
Killer whales continue to surprise and amaze us. They're the perfect ambassador for the ocean, limitless, connected, powerful,
but still vulnerable.
The challenges that we face can seem insurmountable.
Don't give up. Be inspired.
We can make a difference.
The ocean needs our help, and that seems overwhelming, but together we can make it happen.
There's so much to learn.
So much to protect.
So much to explore.
The killer whale story is still being written.
And there are simple things we all can do to make a difference.
All it takes is one choice.
One positive act. One ripple that can grow and grow.
And change the world.
Together, we've got this.
We will continue to learn from these amazing animals and hope that you do too. Thank you for being with us here today and have a great rest of your day here at Zero San Antonio.
Follow SeaWorld on Facebook and Instagram to keep track of our latest rescues and find out more about animals in our care. Thanks again, everyone.